everybody. In case you're wondering, yes, this is a pregnancy update. This is a very pregnancy focused angle apparently we are at, but the regular one, the sun's in the way. So anyways, so this is going to be pregnancy updates for week 33, 34, 35. Technically, this is a, technically I have one more day in week 35, but I don't think anything too crazy is going to happen. And I want to get this video out for you. So anyway, definitely in my third trimester. And if you can't tell by the way that I'm talking, shortness of breath is definitely kind of an issue for this. I believe he is pretty high up, and he loves to squish my lungs and to try to move my ribs around to get as much room as he possibly can, which definitely makes it hard to breathe. And I am very, very thankful that I really have no need to leave my house, because with this shortness of breath, except for doctor's appointments and stuff, because with this shortness of breath, wearing a mask is very difficult. Very, very difficult for breathing properly. But I'm just working from home, and the only time I really need to wear a mask, like I said, is for the doctor's office. So, so that's great. My doctor's appointments, I still have, the last one that I had was, the first was Monday of week 28. So it's been a little while, but Monday of week 36, which is this upcoming Monday, I will have another one. So I'm really excited because he has been breech for, well, basically forever, that since I've last had the thing. And I still really think, I don't think he's flipped down yet, because I think it's his, I think I can feel his head up here. But to be honest, I really don't know what I'm feeling, because I do have an anterior placenta, which means the placenta is in this front area, so it's a little bit harder to feel. Anyway, let's get back towards the symptoms. So shortness of breath, having the symptoms, especially towards the beginning, I was having a lot, like week 33, the beginning of that, a lot of pelvic floor issues, which is not fun at all. So a lot of pelvic floor like discomfort, and honestly almost like painful. So specifically, the worst was when like I was having to get up and like move, or, which it was so annoying, whenever I had to turn in bed, you know, like flip sides in bed, because I try very hard to just lay on one side. But another fun pregnancy symptoms are I have painful, my hips are painful, not too terrible, but if I can't lay on one side for too long before I have to flip, or else it gets really painful and uncomfortable, and so I have to flip to the other side, because I obviously can't sleep on my back with all of this weight, extra weight here in the front. So I do have to flip, but flipping gave a lot, like it was really painful. Whatever muscles I used to like flip from one side to the other was really uncomfortable and really painful for a while. So I emailed my doctor, and she got back to me, and she gave some suggestions. Like basically she suggested the like a maternity or pregnancy belt for when I was walking, but honestly I was already doing that when I was going on my neighborhood walks that I have been trying to be consistent about going to, and I was still having those issues. So I was already wearing the maternity belt. And then another suggestion she gave to me was to basically rest as much as I possibly could. So I was like, oh, I was trying to walk as much as was reasonable that I could to get some form of exercise, because if you've been watching these pregnancy updates for a while, I have been very concerned about gaining too much weight, especially because I believe part of the reason why I was able to get pregnant is because I lost like 70, I don't know, I lost a ton of weight the year before I got pregnant. And so I just really trying to be as healthy and continue the healthy habits have been really important to me. And so what I've been trying to do is I've been trying to exercise just by walking, okay? Nothing crazy. So I've been walking as much as I can. But one of the things that she did recommend was rest. So I was like, so it was getting miserable because like I was so uncomfortable every time I had to turn that it would like fully wake me up, on top of having to like pee a bazillion times at night, which, yes, pregnancy symptom, but that's like a super common one. So it's like wake up to pee, wake up because my hips hurt, and then once I flip to try to make my hips not hurt so much, like really wake up, because it was like kind of like, it wasn't super it wasn't super painful. Like, it's not sharp pains, it's like, but it is really uncomfortable and kind of painful. It's hard to describe exactly what it felt like. But anyway, so I was getting tired, and it was affecting a lot of things because my tiredness, and I was back to like taking naps for 1 to 2 hours every day, which was affecting my work, obviously. And so I was like, okay, I was able, I'm so thankful to be able to say this. I was able to basically, oh, he says, Mom, you're squishing me. He likes me to like slouch or do like this. I was able to kind of give up about caring about weight gain and my weight during this time. And I just decided I'm not going to weigh myself, because I was weighing myself every week. I'm not weighing myself. I will obviously know my weight when I go to the doctor's office, but I'm just not going to weigh myself anymore, because I didn't want me trying to like be healthy by walking a bunch and try to like maintain healthy habits actually have that harm me if the doctor is recommending for me to rest. So I was like, so to try to free my mind, I was like, you know what, I'm not going to weigh myself so I don't get too in my head or too discouraged, and whatever weight gain I have is what weight gain I'm going to get. And I lost a ton of weight before, and I know how to implement healthy habits. So I was just like, it felt like such a burden lifted when I decided to not worry anymore about my weight gain during pregnancy, which I'm so thankful for. So I decided not weighing myself, and I was just going to try as an experiment for 1 day of like giving up walking and resting basically as much as I could, and it made a world of difference. I still do have some discomfort, and I still need, like, sometimes I'll need like a little bit of support, specifically when I'm getting like up and down. That's when it tends to be the most uncomfortable, or there are still discomfort when I'm flipping sides. That's actually probably the most when I'm sleeping, but it wakes me up basically to the level of when I have to get up to go to the bathroom, and usually I can fall asleep pretty quickly after that, which is really nice and wonderful. So physically resting, like, and not walking, I don't have to put my feet up, which is really nice, so I can still work, which I'm really thankful for, because we need to do that. You know, when you're self-employed, you kind of have to do that. So I'm really thankful that that problem was able to be solved. And it was also like, I felt like I was able to give up some of my worry about weight gain, and I feel like I was able to get rid of my preconceived notion about what being healthy looks like when you're not pregnant, which is obviously exercise is an important part, and then realizing that maybe being healthy and what is good for my body during this time of pregnancy, where it's not just my body, I'm sharing it, you know, and it might look like not exercising, but that's what my body is telling me to do. So I'm still making the healthy choice, I believe, at least as healthy of a choice as I can for me and the baby. And so I'm really thankful I was able to give up that anxiety and make the best decision, I believe, for us and still feel healthy. So great. And if that means that I gain more weight than I wanted to, I already know I've gained more weight than technically I was supposed to, but it's okay. I've been overweight for probably like 8 years or something, so I could do it. So let's see. Another issue has been this little guy has opinions, and he is starting to make them known, which I'm sure is I'm just in for a lifetime of opinions. He likes to be comfortable, and I think he is very much not comfortable, starting to get not comfortable right now. And specifically, he is getting not comfortable when I am laying down, because he does not like to be squished any more than he has to be. So it's been really hard because I could only lay on, for when I'm sleeping, I could only lay on my sides, which I feel like I've said a lot in this video. But anyways, but he sometimes if I lay on my side, you know, if I lay on my side right now, I think he's like right up against either side, depending on which side he's preferring to like snuggle up against. And I think he doesn't really like the added pressure. So instead of like if this is the bed and this is my body, instead of being perpendicular, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to like half lean this way to give him more room. So like I'm still on my side, but I'm like leaning over. But that was putting strains on other muscles and things like this. So so I was looking into getting the pregnancy pill. So anyway, one night was particularly bad. This little guy was very upset with me and would not let me sleep the whole night, because anytime I would, like, he wanted me on my back basically, but I can't be on my back because it would hurt way too much. He was like not having any squishing. He didn't want anything to touch him, you know. And so I really did not sleep, because what happens is he will let me know and be like, kick, mom, get off me, you know, like that's what he'll do. Or he'll like be like, if you do this, I'm going to kick you in the bladder, make you go pee, mom. And so sometimes he'd just give like one like swift kick to the bladder and be like, oh my gosh. So I would have to give it up and go things. He is a smart kiddo. He also likes to get his way, and he likes to be comfortable, and he takes a while to be comfortable. All of those things I can very much relate to. So it's like I wasn't getting frustrated with him, because it's like, dude, I'm uncomfortable too. Like, I know if I could kick somebody to be comfortable and to sleep well, I don't care who I would have to kick. Like, I would kick somebody, you know. And if that makes me a horrible person, oh well. But it's like, I get it. I would kick my mom too. Not really kick my mom, but anyways. So we had one very terrible night. I did not get sleep, and I got to the point where I was like crying because I was so tired, but I couldn't sleep. And so Eric came in, gave me head rubs, because he always stays up way later than I do. Gave me head rubs, and then what we figured out is we like put a pillow behind my back and like really like jammed the pillow underneath me, so like I was able to like recline even more without straining necessarily some of my muscles, because it would give me support, and that helped so much. So that next day I was like, oh my gosh, this is a miracle. Like, I wanted to get a pregnancy pillow, which is like, you know, the U-shaped pillow, but none of the pregnancy pillows were like available for that day, and I was like, I need something now, you know, like they weren't in stores or whatever. But I could understand, because I could picture it taking up a lot of shelf space, you know. And so anyway, so I sent Eric to Target, and they have like a $10 body pillow, and I was like, let's just try that, because I already sleep with a body pillow. My aunt got it for me when I was, I think, 12 or 13 for Christmas, and I think that might be the best Christmas present I've ever gotten, because I use it every day, and if we travel by driving, I will bring it everywhere because it helps me sleep so much. So basically, I have my neck pillow, I have my one body pillow on this side, my one body pillow on this side, and how I've been sleeping is when I need to turn, like I switch from one body pillow to another, and I reach over and I like squish the other body pillow near my back, and it has helped so much. And it's actually a lot more affordable than getting the U-shaped body pillow. Now, I don't have anything to compare it to say whether the U-shaped body pillow or this like double body pillow system is better, but it's working for me. And if you are pregnant and having issues with your baby, like not wanting to be squished, and your baby kind of feel like not, basically he just felt like he could never settle, you know, so he was just like moving around and all this stuff. So if you're having those issues and you do not want, and you want like a cheap option, because like that, it's $20 to get two, you know, you might want pillow covers and things like that, which might cost a little bit more. But go to Target and just try it out, because I think a lot of the body pillows are more expensive, or you might have to wait. And I just feel like in pregnancy, you're doing a lot of waiting. So if you could find a cheap thing to give you some relief, do it. Just try it. Because it was awesome. So another thing that I have, another pregnancy update is that I think I'm starting to stress and worry a lot about the birth process and about motherhood, about labor, about all those things. And especially I think because Sam was breech, and it looks, and if he doesn't flip, I believe, I don't have my doctor's appointment, but if he doesn't flip, I think soon, I think they're going to schedule a C-section. And to be honest, I am very nervous about having a C-section, because about 4 years ago, I had gallbladder surgery, which is just like 3 tiny little incisions, and a gallbladder is very small that they just pull out of you, and it's much smaller than taking out a baby, taking out a placenta, whatever else they do. And the incision has to be bigger because a baby is much bigger than a gallbladder. So I'm pretty nervous about it, because my gallbladder surgery, I did not recover fast. I did not recover well. I got secondary infection that I can't remember what it's called. So I am pretty nervous about, well, either way, I'm very nervous about giving birth, whatever, which I feel like, of course, like it's this new experience that, of course, I'm going to be nervous about it. And I'm having all sorts of stress dreams, which is difficult, but I don't think I'm going to get rid of stress or worry about this. I think it's just going to be part of what's going to happen for this next month or so, or until whenever I have a baby. But I found out that it's actually really helpful for me to tire myself out. Like, I could sleep better if I tire myself out a lot more. And thankfully my energy, I think, is getting a little bit better than it was during the beginning of the 3rd trimester, because I have cut out naps and I'm staying up later. So I'm trying to like exhaust myself, because I can't physically exhaust myself because I am taking a break for a walk. So I'm just trying to not get as much sleep. So like I'm really tired. And sorry, I told you about the shortness of breath things. It's kind of hard to breathe with him. But I really think that is working to help manage my stress and anxiety, which tends to come out in my dreams and when I'm trying to sleep. Like during the day, I could keep myself busy, I could focus on other things, but it's at night when I'm trying to sleep that's been really hard. So having more time is really exciting, because I have a lot of work to do for our business before he comes to get things ready. So I'm really hoping that maybe putting in some extra time now will help in the future. Yes, so I feel like you guys could see my bump a lot, but I guess I'll stand up. And so, oh, here, let me move this a little bit. Just in case, this is what the little guy, not so little guy, is looking like. He's doing great. Feeling, oh, hello, son. We're feeling good. I'm so excited to meet him. And that's it. Thanks so much for following my journey. Hopefully I'll have some more birth plan information for you for the next time I see you. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.